What's going on? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Hope all is well. Little excited today. I got my new paper machine. Unfortunately, when my pops passed away and I moved from Hawaii to Dallas here, I sold a lot of the shop stuff. I got rid of it and I didn't bring back a lot of his tools. A lot of tools I brought back, but the paper machine is something that I left back and got rid of. Of course, the more valuable tools I took with me, right? Some of his stuff, some of my stuff. But I said, hey, I need a freaking paper machine. So I went out the other day and I picked myself up a paper machine here, $60 from TCP Global. There you go. What's up, Mad Max? 18-inch multi-roll masking paper machine with storage tray. So they had the version with masking paper for like $75 or $80, but I could buy paper cheap here locally, a couple of bucks a roll. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I just wanted to make a quick video. I will have all of this documented in VIP as well. We're gonna put this thing together in just a bit. What's up, Danny D, Raul, what's going on? So we got a brand new paper machine, which is pretty awesome. Pretty cool. I'm stoked to use it. I might even wrap myself up in paper. Anyway, Tony here. Just wanted to do a quick update. Got the paper machine. Hope everybody's doing well. And that's all I really wanted to do was say hey. Oh, Thursday night, we're going to be going live, 8 p.m. Central. I will be doing all the body work tomorrow. So tomorrow, midday sometime, I'm going to start on the body work on this project here. And by the time you see it on Thursday night, it's all going to be body worked. Bondo, first coat, done. So that is how it's going to look on Thursday night. Meet me on YouTube Live Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central. You're going to see all of this covered in filler. You're going to see this covered in filler. Every piece on every bodywork area on this truck will be done and basically ready to sand down, shape, prime, and paint. So pretty easy. So we're gonna have the filler all done by tomorrow. Then it's basically pretty much easy stuff after that. Smooth sailing. Laying some primer, sanding that smooth, checking for imperfections, making sure it's ready, and shoot it. Pretty easy, right? I paid $59 for the paper machine. Not too bad. This is what it looks like completely put together. Okay, so that's that. So again, Tony here from Learn Auto Body and Paint. Somebody said the dent went back in, and what's under the cover? 97 Mazda Miata. M edition in there. That's what that is. It's custom painted. I just have to do a couple of tweaks to it, buff it out and stuff, put some undercoating underneath. Yeah, that's the green one. And it's just sitting up there, chilling like a villain. But this thing is gonna look freaking cool when it's done. I ordered some mesh grill as well. So we're gonna be cutting all these plastics out. Like I said, we're gonna have a mesh grill in the background. Mesh up in here as well. And it's gonna look cool. So hit the like button. Happy to see you guys on. And I can't wait to see you Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central. Any questions? We'll do some quick Q&A right now, and then I'm gonna head out. What grit do you sand after primer? 400 grit. You always want to paint over 400 grit. Okay, and that's like the perfect, in my experience, you know, close to roughly 20 years of painting. 400 grit is the best tooth to paint over. I need your help, Tony. What's up? What's your question? And I even talked to John Kosmowski, a good friend of mine. He does the same thing. Hauser found the color. Founder of House of Color. God, that was bad. Close. My dent flushed back in after 2 layers of Bondo. Well, you need to grind it down, see if you can pull it out from the back. What you did was, basically the problem is you have to grind it out, okay? And you have to make sure your metal and your steel is tough enough so it's not gonna pop back in. So you really need to pop out the low areas and then tap around the area. So when I'm pulling this out here, I'm tapping around it to strengthen up the steel in the door. Okay, so while I'm pulling here, right, I'm tapping around here to keep it solid. If you have a piece of, see, it's pretty solid, it's not gonna stay back in. If you have a piece of steel that's buckled in, when you push it, it buckles in and it stays, you didn't do it enough. All right, you have to basically pull it a little bit more, strengthen up the steel. Sometimes you have to use that meat grater looking hammer, right? Heat it up and then put a dolly in back of it and then tighten the steel up. It tightens it up. Okay, the shrinking hammer. I call it a meat hammer, but steak tenderizing hammer, if you call it, or a shrinking hammer for proper terms. But that's what you got to do, tighten up the metal, because it's too loose. From the impact, it's stretched. That's why you're having that. That's why it's important to tighten up your metal. Sometimes it's not as bad, and sometimes in some areas it's bad, you know what I mean? Like especially like big areas where you have no form in the body to help you with some strength, right? And no, we're not gonna do flames on this thing. All right, so it's Tony here. When I paint over primer, I see scratches. What am I doing wrong? I guess your greetings from Roberto's, Compton, Cali. What's up, Compton? Awesome. Your primer is not smooth enough, basically, right? You need to cut it down. You got too much, maybe sand scratches from your Bondo, your body work that your primer didn't fill. Okay, so you need to refill that primer and then block sand it out. Or maybe you might not have to refill it. Maybe you have enough there. You just haven't block sanded enough to get those sand scratches out. Okay, so 80 is too coarse to prime over. I like to do rough draft bodywork Bondo with 80, 150. And if you can get to a 220 to a 280 before primer, that's a pretty good grit to 2K prime over. You could even go smoother if you want. You can go 360, right? Get the Bondo down to 360 or 320 and then 2K primer over that. Okay, but 2K primer is really thick stuff. It will fill up if you're going over 280, 240 grit if you're using those papers. And just make sure before you do your base coat, your clear coat, that your primer looks flat. And I'll be showing you that on this project here. Thank you, Raul. I'll be showing you those steps as we do the body work here. So my goal for tomorrow is to have all the body work on here, the filler laid on, like all on around the car, all these dents down here, right? And then when you see me Thursday night, everything's gonna be basically shaped, ready for primer. Then that next step is 2K primer, right? We're gonna sand the whole truck down after that. 2K primer. Check for imperfections, do a little glaze if we have to, right? Sand it all down, water sand at 400, get it ready for paint, and do the two-tone graphics, the three-tone graphics. I am gonna order a bunch of decals for this thing. We're gonna put learnautobodyandpaint.com on the side. We're gonna put a whole bunch of cool things on it. And it's gonna look really cute. What size compressor are you using? I'm using a low volume, low pressure spray gun. The Atom MP technology is kind of like a low volume, low pressure. So those are really good guns to spray with, really. Is it okay to re-clear 2-day-old clear? Is that what you said? Is it okay to re-clear Guys, the chat comes in very quickly and it dissolves very quickly. So like on my end, I only have a couple of seconds to see it. So if you're writing in long questions here, I miss them. So try to keep them short. but you don't see scratches with 400 on the paint. No, 400 grit is a perfect grit to paint over. Jason, it's not what size compressor for low volume, low pressure. It's how big of a project are you painting? Because you could have a little 10-gallon pancake compressor and spray a model car and you'll be fine, right? Or some motorcycle parts, you'll be fine. But if you're doing it with a car, you're gonna have an issue. So it depends on how big your project is. What are you painting? What's the size of your project? Lots of medium parts. What size is your compressor currently? Stone chips, feather out, and filler primer bundle before. Tony, I'm about to start working on my 2006 20-gallon. Yeah, 20 gallon should be fine. Just make sure you drain your tank every once in a while. I'm not sure how much CFM that compressor puts out, but you'll be able to tell with your gun. You could hear the air come out if there's enough pressure coming out. If you can get, chunks of 26 PSI spraying out for 5 minutes at a time or 3 minutes at a time, then you should be fine. Just make sure when you're using a small compressor like that, it's going to be constantly running. You're going to get condensation in your lines in the tank, so always drain out the bottom of your air compressor. Okay, in between painting as well. Underneath is a little drain. All right, and always have a water filter on your spray gun. Okay, so here is one that I have on the bottom of my Atom here. Okay, this little plastic cup right here. Okay, here is the beautiful Atom. Love this gun. Drain my 5-gallon every night. Thanks. All right, I didn't want to be on here too long. That's it. Update. You will see this project Thursday night, all bondoed up. Okay, all the body work done. Don't worry, I'll be filming everything step by step, high definition videos for you, so you get to see the entire process step by step. I will even film out step by step how I put this thing together for you VIP guys. Everything will be in it, how to set it up, where I bought it, the links to everything, and I hope you enjoy. All right, so we will get cranking. I will see you Thursday, 8 p.m. Central, and have a great day. All right, shout out to my son Calvin. What's up, Calvin? That's pretty much it. So thanks guys for tuning in. Just wanted to give you a quick update on that. Hit the like button before you leave if you're a total newbie and you just want to check out auto body for yourself, for your projects at home or family. Check out learnautobodyandpaint.com, and you can get a free 85-page auto body and paint manual that'll guide you step by step through all the process of painting a car. All right? Is it okay to re-clear, clear coat old car with good paint but faded clear? No, you never want to do that. If you're just going to redo clear coat, and I talk about this in VIP, I give you examples and I show you this on video, you never want to think that if you have clear coat peeling on your car, right, that you're just going to redo the clear coat. You're going to be sanding it down anyway and prepping it. In some areas, you're going to get down to the paint and get to metal. You might as well, and the right way to do it is to basically put some new base coat and then clear it. So no, you never want to just clear it because you're going to mess it up. All right, it's Tony. I got to head out. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.